Hi, thanks for tuning in to Sidewalks Entertainment. An awesome guest will be joining us today. You may recognize him from The Matrix Resurrections, Stargate Universe, Gossip Girl, Sense8. And today he'll be joining us to talk about the FX series Class of '09. Brian J. Smith will be joining us right here on Sidewalks Entertainment. So sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get right to it right here on Sidewalks Entertainment. I'd like to welcome Brian J. Smith to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi, Brian. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
So, through the years, you've been in so many fan favorite projects in film, TV, theater. How did you start your career as an actor?
Oh, goodness. I probably the same way a lot of kids do. I'm in high school theater. It was, for me, a place where I really could go and find a place of safety, and I could express myself in ways that you can't, like in the cafeteria. So it was a really great, especially for me. I think a lot of kids need that escape, and they need that ability to express everything that's going on inside of them. So it was really important for me, high school theater.
So as a teen, who or what inspired you to go into theater?
Gosh, I never thought of it as like a profession. I never thought of it as like, oh, this is something I could do one day. I literally was like looking for a group to be a part of, and sort of a tribe in a way. And then it just sort of slowly dawned on me that, oh my God, there are people that do this and make a living doing it, and maybe this is something I could try. So, I'm trying to think of like the things that might have, when I was that age, nothing really, I didn't have any influences at all. I just wanted to be a part of these crazy theater nerds.
Actually, I used to hang out with the theater kids too. But I can't act, but I just hung out.
They're the most interesting tribe. I mean, let's be real.
And who would have thought, years later, here, you would be tremendously successful at it, that you'd be in parts like in Stargate Universe or Gossip Girl and FX Class of '09. I mean, wow.
Well, listen, it's the kind of the cool thing about my career. I think that almost anybody, if they wanted to, could have the kind of career I have. I'm like a working actor. I'm not famous. Mm-hmm. I'm not, in the land of the rich and famous, all that, right? I'm a guy who shows up and, does TV shows and films and for work, and I love it. And I think there's a lot of kids out there actually that need to know that there's a way to be an actor that is just like kind of being middle class, and that's it's really good to know. You don't have to be super rich and super famous. You can just love acting and do it for that reason,
So many of us remember your character, Lieutenant Matthew Scott, from the sci-fi series Stargate Universe.
Yeah.
Of course, they had to bring it up. Of course.
Of course. No, hey, listen, I miss that guy.
So looking back, what do you remember most about your experience working on that show?
Oh, gosh. I mean, that was a certain period in my life. It was my first TV series, it was huge for me. It really, I had been bouncing around New York doing a lot of off-Broadway theater and, just like little one-offs on television guest spots. And, Stargate was the first time I really had some solidity in my life, and was able to pay off my student loans, and kind of made me feel like an adult for the first time in my career. And also Vancouver. I loved the West Coast. I love San Francisco, by the way, too. I've worked there quite a bit. And Vancouver is just an incredibly magical city. I find it very healing, and a lot of my memories of Stargate are mixed in with just that beautiful weather out there in Vancouver.
A couple people who were asking the same question. Fans are hoping for a revival of, or or continuation of the Stargate universe series. Do you think there will be any chance of another Stargate series? And if asked, would you be open to playing Matthew Scott again?
Oh, I would love to. I mean, listen, we're still cryogenically frozen on the Destiny, on that spaceship out there somewhere in the cosmos. So, I mean, it's kind of teed up for someone to do, I don't know, like let's like do like a movie or something where we can finish off that story. It'd be really fascinating to revisit it after all these years. I had a great time with that cast. I loved, working in that world. Please, yes, if that happens, sign me up. I'm there.
Nice. So no one's approached you with like the idea of making another series?
I don't think so. I know that they're doing another Stargate. Like they're kind of reviving the franchise a little bit, but they want to do like these, they're going to do like these huge movies, and I have a funny feeling that they're not going to ask me to be a part of that.
You never know.
You never know.
It wouldn't be. You're part of the team, so I feel like they'd have to.
We'll see. It's such a that there's so many worlds in that franchise that it can go so many different ways, and I'm curious to see what they do.
So now you play Lennix in the FX series Class of '09. Tell me about this series.
Well, it's about this really gifted group of recruits who all meet each other at Quantico as they train for the FBI, and it follows their journeys through the FBI throughout the decades and then out of the FBI. And it's about artificial intelligence, it's about surveillance, and it's about the way these institutions change the people inside of them, and also how these people can oftentimes try to change those institutions from the inside out.
So your character Lennix, what was it like playing this character?
It was really great. I mean, he was like a rich kid, which is kind of different for me actually. I tend to play guys that are like a little, like underprivileged in a way, and so. But the thing about him that's nice is that he's a rich kid who's a little bit embarrassed by it and sort of wanted to thumb his nose at his family. And what better way to do that than to go join the FBI? So.
Oh my gosh.
So he, and then of course he starts up this relationship. It's a very complicated, decade-spanning long relationship with Kate Mara's character, Poet, and that was a lot of fun to track as we filmed.
Everyone, be sure to watch more of Brian J. Smith in the series Class of '09, streaming exclusively on Hulu. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with me today.
All right, see you later. Bye.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.